Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 18th through the 24th. You might stumble upon this video a few months after, weeks after, years after. It's all cool. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to see it, whenever it's time for you to hear the messages that are in it. Keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. Not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. This is for Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising. So without further ado, my dears and my darlings, we're going to see what is coming up here for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising. First card coming up here, ooh, it's you. Hello. We're going to move you just a little bit closer. I love it when this happens, and I'm going to explain to you why. Readers have different ways of reading, especially readers who've been reading for a while. They'll have certain things come up that really kind of have a special message or significance in their readings. So for me in my readings, when I'm reading for somebody and the major arcana card comes up for your zodiac sign, and this is yours, it's telling me that everything that's going on right now is directly connected to you coming into your power, taking back your power, coming into your full authenticity, really getting very clear about your identity and who you are, living your best life unapologetically. You're not really too concerned with what other people are thinking or how they feel about it. You're being true to yourself, and you have a lot of confidence and a lot of courage and a lot of self-love. Keep in mind this is a major arcana card. So the major arcana cards in general come up when the things that we're dealing with are directly connected with what we came here to learn, what we came here to master, the things we came here to accomplish. So it's a very powerful energy, and even though I'm setting an intention for 7 days, when the major arcana cards come up, we're coming into a new chapter, a significant defining moment in our life or time period in our life. So this is energy that's going to be around for a while. Okay, this is going to be longer than 7 days, but the things that are happening in the next 7 days are setting these events into motion. This can also have to do a lot with decisiveness. The Chariot card makes me think of the quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson when he said, once we make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. So sometimes I see the Chariot card come up for people when you're feeling stuck and you're like, okay, angels, okay, guides, show me what you want me to do, give me a sign, open the door you want me to go down. But in this particular situation, the life lesson for you is to learn to exercise your free will, right? Sometimes we grow up with the mentality we're taught, you get what you get and you don't get upset. And some of you have lived lifetimes like that. And the lesson in this lifetime, Cancer, is that you get to choose. You get to decide. And once you make the decision, your angels and guides will step up and they'll help you make it happen. But in this particular situation, they're not allowed to choose for you. They're not given the permission to override your free will right now. So some of you may be kind of at a crossroads and you're waiting for a sign to tell you what you're supposed to do. But what you're supposed to learn right now is that you have free will and you get to choose the direction. And once you choose the direction, then they're going to step up and help you. The next card that's coming up here for Cancer is the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords can come up when it's a time to speak up and to speak our truth, right? Some of you may be preparing to speak your truth and hightail it out of wherever you're at, because the Chariot can have a sense of like getting to safety or movement or moving. Some of you maybe want to move, and this Page of Swords is like you're exploring your options. You're maybe even going certain places, certain cities or towns or states, and checking it out and seeing how you feel about it, because the Page of Swords can be gathering information. Now, I'm just going to say this, and I'm not saying this to be a negative Nancy. I'm not saying this to be dramatic, but over the years reading for people, I've seen this happen a lot. Sometimes the Page of Swords comes up because you have to be cautious what you're putting on social media. you may have, and you may think, oh, well, my social media is already, you know, I only have my friends on there, and I don't post things publicly, and I don't have any friends with any of my haters or my exes or whatever, and so you think that you're safe posting this stuff. But I've seen it happen time and time again, where there are people with very convincing profiles that manage to infiltrate someone's social media to gather information. They may even get in your DMs. They may be talking to you and like getting information out of you, and you think you're talking to this person who doesn't know the people in your life. Meanwhile, it's somebody you may know very well. And so sometimes this comes up to be cautious. This can also be coworkers who are hating, that might be looking for anything on social media that they might be able to like go and like say, oh, look what Cancer's posting, or get you in trouble. I'm not a Cancer, but I did have that happen to me in one job, where one of my coworkers accumulated like months of my Facebook posts. This was several years ago, and printed them out and took them to the owner of the company to say like that I'm a bad person, because I had quite a sense of humor at that time, and so maybe some of my humor was a little questionable, and they just took it to like get me in trouble. Like, oh, look what a terrible person Amethyst is. I didn't get in trouble. Nothing happened, because I wasn't saying bad things about people or anything like that. So anyway, just the thing is here, you might want to be cautious what you're posting on social media for some of you. If you have something going on, like a custody situation or like whatever, somebody might be trying to just kind of see what's going on with you to try to use it against you in some way. Like, oh, no, don't give custody to Cancer. Cancer's not a good person. So just be cautious what you're posting, or where you're going, or who you're hanging out with. You can still live your life, but just be aware, that some of you may have someone who is trying to find something to pinpoint on you, or blame you, or make you look bad in some kind of a way. On a positive note, the Page of Swords can come up for me when we're coming into a time of manifesting, and there's things that you want, but you feel like they're very unobtainable, or you think you're not ready for it yet. And the Page of Swords comes up to say, look, just get out there and you'll be surprised what starts to fall into place. Like, you might be saying, man, I really want to move, but I don't think I'm going to find a place that I can afford that's in a safe enough area. You'll be surprised. Just look up, start looking for rent signs or for sale signs, start seeing what's posted online, call the number, make an appointment to go see the place, and you'll be surprised something will land into your lap. It's happened to me. It's happened to me with places to live. It's happened to me with purchasing a car in the past. I didn't think I was going to be approved to get a car, or that they were going to be okay with me being like self-employed, and like, I didn't think it was going to happen. And I came across someone who was like, okay, just come in for a test drive, and they were hell-bent on getting me that car, right? Because they needed that commission, and it happened. So you'll be really surprised what falls into place if you just put yourself out there and you just go. Just go look at places. Just go test drive cars. Just go look at office spaces, or apply for jobs that you don't think that you're going to get, or submit yourself for things that you don't think are going to give you a chance, or just kind of ask. You'll be surprised what may open up. And that's one of the positive aspects of the Page of Swords. Now, your next card coming up here for you all is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles can be reassuring in that you might be feeling called or guided to learn a certain trait or skill. Trade or skill right now, or you may be thinking of investing in some kind of equipment or something, because you're thinking, oh, this might be a good way for me to expand my services or my gifts or my professional career. You might be thinking of investing in something, And oftentimes the Eight of Pentacles comes up to say, this is going to be a good investment for you, right? Now, don't go breaking the bank. You don't have to rush the process. Don't go buying a really heavy piece of equipment or machinery or an instrument or something, thinking that, oh, well, yeah, it's going to be profitable. Amethyst said it's going to be profitable, so I'm going to manifest that the profit comes in right away, and then it doesn't come in time for you to pay rent or mortgage or car insurance or have bus fare or grocery money or whatever it is. So maybe you want to put that money aside and take your time and invest in it when you still have cushion, right? When you still have what you need for your expenses. Don't make massive risks like that. But something you may be thinking of investing in is going to pay off. Eight of Pentacles also tells us that there's really no need to rush something that we may be working on or something that we may be trying to accomplish. Like Eight of Pentacles says, take your time, work out the details, pay attention to the details. There's no need to hurry or rush a situation or rush to launch something or introduce something or take something to market. You can take your time with it and pay attention to the details. The next card coming up here for you all is, again, water sign energy, the Knight of Cups. So this could be you, Cancer. It could be another water sign, a Pisces or a Scorpio. Now, the Knight of Cups gets a bad rap because a lot of people are used to watching love and romance readings when it comes to tarot. And over the years, our poor little Knight of Cups has gotten typecast as a Casanova or a Don Juan or a player. And sometimes that is what the card means. It depends on the other cards that come up with it. The question we're asking and the overall energy or vibe of the person involved and of the reading. So there's a lot of different factors. Knight of Cups is not going to be a Don Juan or a Casanova or a womanizer or a manizer, whatever, every single time that it comes up. So the other ways the Knight of Cups comes up, it's like the pursuit of beauty, the pursuit of adventure, inspiration, the things that make our hearts smile. So sometimes the Knight of Cups comes up to encourage us to pursue a creative path or pursue the things that are giving us a sense of inspiration. Sometimes I see him come up when you're opening up to receive, when the heart is opening up to receive. And one of the first ways that we experience things when we get unblocked is we start to notice beauty around us and very everyday, very mundane things. And so you may be feeling inspired. You may be seeing beauty in things you've looked at 100 times before, but it never struck you as beautiful until that moment. This is one of the ways in which you're opening up to receive. But as I said, this could be encouraging you to pursue the things that excite you, that give you a sense of inspiration. Knight of Cups can also come up sometimes for me in my readings when you may be coming into a time that you are having a lot of people flatter you or put you up on a pedestal, maybe even pursuing you romantically. And the lesson here is that you deserve this. And you're not obligated to do anything you don't want to do as like a trade-off. Just because someone flatters you and is really nice to you, it doesn't mean you have to go out on a date with them. Or if you go out on a date with them and they're very kind to you on this date or very generous with you on this date, it doesn't mean that you have to give them a second date or that you need to go back to their place or invite them to your place. Or even if you did that, it doesn't mean that you have to do anything physical that you don't want to do. Sometimes if you're in a period in your life where you seem to have a lot of people flattering you or pursuing you and you're like, why do I have these kind of people around me? Because I don't want any of these people. I don't see a future with them. Why do I have all these kinds of people around me? Because the universe is trying to teach you deserve to receive, and you're not obligated to reciprocate, or you're not obligated to do anything you don't want to do. You're worthy of that attention. You're worthy of that effort. Okay? Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that it's okay for us to take and take and take and give nothing back. But if someone at work is like, "Oh, hey, Cancer, I brought you a coffee. Oh my gosh, how nice of you. Thank you." You didn't ask them to bring you the coffee. But just because they brought you the coffee, it doesn't mean now you're obligated to, give them your phone number or go out with them or whatever. You are in the right to receive that. What would be wrong is if we were giving people the impression, well, you know what, if you bought me those really cool shoes I saw, or those really fancy shoes I saw, or that necklace or that bag, or if you took me to that super expensive restaurant, that would really put me in the mood. And then this person goes and does that, and then we don't deliver, that would be wrong. Okay, so do you see the difference? Okay, so there's the extreme end that's not okay, and then there's the end that you deserve to receive, and you don't have to feel like you have to give anything back. So, or give back more than what you're comfortable giving. So sometimes I see the Knight of Cups come up when this is something that we're having to learn. But I think for a lot of you, because of this here, some of you are pursuing more creative endeavors. You may be having a boost of creativity or inspiration. Some of you may be even looking to travel somewhere to work on something. Like you may be manifesting some time to get away to work on a project, I don't know, an album, a book, a work of art, a pilot for a TV show, a comic book. I don't know. Some of you may even be manifesting some time to get away, or like a creative space that you're able to get away to, and to work on what you're wanting to work on. Okay, some of you may be feeling this creative pull. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. I have a link in the description of the video that takes you to the playlist for the weekly forecasts, and you can definitely check out your moon, your rising, all that good stuff. Love readings for July are linked in the description. And the private readings, if you want to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link that takes you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Hopefully I'll see you all in the daily messages. For those of you who don't know, I do a daily message here on the channel as well. And we'll see you there, or we'll see you in next week's readings. Take care and be well, my darlings. Bye.